into the early morn. We don't stop and we don't quit, cause we drop hits and it's dope shit.
There's a party at the Wild Wild Club tonight, and the party ain't over till the morning light. We them ballers from the 1, 2, 3, rolling VIP. We bought the bar, so we drinking M-R-E-E. I brought a brand new 6, and you haters despise, cause when the wheels stop the spinning, grown hypnotized. Teeth chatter from the ice on my neck and wrist, and you can dance if you want it or just bounce.
I be rolling down the street, smoking hydro, sipping on gin and juice, gin and juice, gin and juice, baby. I be rolling down the street, smoking hydro, sipping on gin and juice, gin and juice, gin and juice, baby.
As the Hennessy into me, I roll weed, how I'm finna be, cause that's me. Banking for a century, with my G's, pouring liquor for the memories. Feeling free with them thugs in the clubs now. We getting high, drunk till we lazy eye. No lie, we them Bentleys that roll by. That's right, we them cats that them hoes like. All night, we the baddest and we know this. A bunch of thug motherfuckers taking no shit. Y'all Mars can't hang with the Wild Wild, and got the nerve to try to perpetrate with our style. See, we them players riding out in them 6-4s, rimmed up, hitting switches, fucking thick hoes. Smoking blunts all night, getting our rocks off. Pissy drunk in the streets till the cops off. See, we untouchable while y'all kick the wax shit. It's VIP anywhere that the max sit. So y'all cats better recognize who I be. A thugged out young millionaire from the streets and no G.
I be rolling down the street, smoking hydro, sipping on gin and juice, gin and juice, gin and juice, baby. I be rolling down the street, smoking hydro, sipping on gin and juice, gin and juice, gin and juice, baby.
I'm from the crew that can't be stopped. Jump in my ride like my car, baby, drop your top. I ain't even on that bullshit, I'm in the full clips. I'm about to stack chips, fuck dips, rock hips. As I ride off the scene on dubs, blow hate and blow me. On my way to the club, I know this beat is hot to death, so I'ma thank Mac Love. We left them corners long ago, but we still rep for the thugs. And I'm like ecstasy when you're next to me. Wild Wild is the only niggas close to me, the only ones that done show me love. I don't think y'all wanna fuck with us.
I be rolling down the street, smoking hydro, sipping on gin and juice, gin and juice, gin and juice, baby. I be rolling down the street, smoking hydro, sipping on gin and juice, gin and juice, gin and juice, baby. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 you niggas can't fuck with me, no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 you niggas can't fuck with me, no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 you niggas can't fuck with me, no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 you niggas can't fuck with me, no. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me, no, 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 no.
Everybody got an opinion. But what happens when we really talk about it? B-B-B-B-R-I-A-N. The BBP. It's the BBP. Tell me what you really think. What? Brian's brain. We go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We got facts on tap. You can love it or hate it. But we talking about that. Cameras on. Mic check. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. You got questions, I got answers in time. We can talk about relationships, life, politics and headlines. We can debate it all night. I got my opinion, you can have yours too. Now come inside Brian's brain to see a man's point of view. It's the BBP. Tell me what you think. What? Brian's brain. We go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. Everybody's got something to say, so say it. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast. This the BBP. Tell me what you really think. Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. Putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. Everybody's got something to say, so say it. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Pod. It's the BBP. Tell me what you really think. Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. Putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody got an opinion. But what happens when we really talk about it? B-B-B-B-R-I-A-N. The BBP.
It's the BBP. Tell me what you really think. What? Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We got facts on tap. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. Cameras on, mic check. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. You got questions, I got answers in time. We can talk about relationships, life, politics, and headlines. We can debate it all night. I got my opinion, you can have yours too. Now come inside Brian's Brain to see a man's point of view. It's the BBP. Tell me what you think. What? Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody's got something to say, so say it.
Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast. This the BBP. Tell me what you really think. Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. Putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody's got something to say, so say it. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Pod.
It's the BBP. Tell me what you really think. Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. Putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody got an opinion. But what happens when we really talk about it? B-B-B-B-R-I-A-N. The BBP.
It's the BBP. Tell me what you really think. What? Brian's Brain, we go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We got facts on tap. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. Cameras on, mic check. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. You got questions, I got answers in time. We can talk about relationships, life, politics, and headlines. We can debate it all night. I got my opinion, you can have yours too. Now come inside Brian's Brain to see a man view. This the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you think.
What? Brian's Brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody's got something to say.
So say. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast. It's the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you think.
What? Brian's Brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody's got something to say.
So say. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast. It's the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you think.
What? Brian's Brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. It's the BBP.
BBP, BBP, BBP,
It's the but we talking about that.
Everybody got an opinion.
But what happens when we really talk about it? B-B-B-B-R-I-A-N. The BBP.
It's the BBP. Tell me what you really think. What? Brian's brain. We go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We got facts on tap. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. Cameras on. Mic check. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. You got questions, I got answers in time. We can talk about relationships, life, politics, and headlines. We can debate it all night. I got my opinion. You can have yours too. Now come inside Brian's brain to see him in view. This the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you think.
What? Brian's brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody's got something to say.
So say. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast. It's the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you think.
What? Brian's Brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody's got something to say.
So say. Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast. It's the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you think.
What? Brian's Brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. It's the BBP. It's the BBP.
BBP, tell me what you really think.
Brian's Brain.
We go deeper than you'd ever think.
Let's go. Real talk, no cap. Putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Everybody got an opinion.
But what happens when we really talk about it?
R-I-A-N. Yo, I really
It's the
like this.
BBP. Tell me what you really think. What? Brian's Brain. We go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap.
I'm on
We
one
got
with
facts
this.
on tap. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that. Cameras on. Mic check. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. You got questions, I got answers in time. We can talk about relationships, life, politics, and headlines. We can debate it all night. I got my opinion. You can have yours too. Now come inside Brian's brain to see a man's point of view. It's the BBP. Tell me what you think. What? Brian's brain. We go deeper than you ever think. Let's go. Real talk, no cap. We putting facts on the map. You can love it or hate it, but we talking about that.
Oh, I just totally forgot to do
Everybody's
that.
got something to say, so say it.
All right, we just
Welcome to the Brian's Brain Podcast.
This the BBP. Tell me what you really think.
All right, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I forgot getting ready for the show. I forgot to post it. But hey, at this point, I'm too far gone now, so I'm not. That's gonna take me another 10 minutes or so to do. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let it play, and hey, hopefully this will catch the wave and the algorithm wave and make its way on. But please, if you tuning in, as you tune in, please click the like button. Please make sure that you're subscribed to the show, to the channel. So just click that little subscribe button and click the little bell so you get the notifications for that, and click that thumbs up. So ironically enough, we'll be talking about a thumbs down video, a thumbs down award. This is one of the ones where I was really shocked at not just the award, but how and why the award was given out. And it's one of those things where I really had to take a look at not so much as to what happened, because we'll definitely look at that part and why this award was given. But the other part that I really looked at and really thought about
was just what we would call just the culture and what the award is about. And I guess I'm more surprised and more shocked at the time, energy that they took to give out an award like this than the actual merit of somebody earning this award. I will come right off the bat and say, I feel bad for Stephen A. Smith, actually. And I feel bad for him in the fact of just how he has in all of his, I just inherently don't feel bad for rich folk. If you get money, hey, man, I don't feel too bad for you. But I understand. I sympathize with you. So I don't empathize with rich folks. Like, oh, they just did them so wrong. No, relax. But the thing that I thought about with this is just the fact that with all of Stephen A's success, I mean, you're talking about somebody who wasn't given carte blanche, who had to really, hang in, grind out, put the work in. I mean, I can remember, my man that I love me some Stuart Scott. I remember when Stuart Scott, because before there was a Stephen A, there was definitely a Stuart Scott. But I remember when Stuart Scott and Brian Gumble and what's my man? Marcus, not Marcus Allen, but Ahmad Rashad. I remember when they were the ones that were like, really just like at the forefront of sports when it came to black males that were doing that kind of stuff. And then, over time you had your James Browns that got their way in and things like that. But I could just remember the vibe and just the flair that Stuart Scott had. And then as Stephen A, because Stuart Scott, he passed away from cancer. But then Stephen A came on the scene, and I didn't agree with, there's a lot of stuff I have disagreed with Stephen A from his sports perspective. But I liked the way that he presented himself and the way he spoke. I like the way that he articulated himself and things like that. And, he had he does his showmanship and his style and all of that kind of stuff. But it was one of those things to where it was like, I liked him because he was different. And I liked him because, he had his own opinion. And whether you agree with him or not, I still like to hear him. And I think that's one of the keys about him now. It's like, he does his research just like anybody else. And he does, gets his stuff together and all that kind of stuff. And then he has his opinion, which is what I like about him the most. And whether you agree with it or disagree with it, the way that he articulates his opinion is pretty damn good, period. And, people may have a problem with, what he talks about or his position on certain things. But to me, that's the thing about America. But I feel sorry for him in this regard because Stephen A has really, in my opinion, done more for the NABJ that the NABJ would ever do for him, number one. Number two, the NABJ, they have literally just used him and taken advantage of him because he was being the nice guy with the gravitas and the power to do things for them. And I think that they took his kindness for weakness. I think that he allowed himself to be used, thinking that they ain't gonna do this to me. They wouldn't do this to me. And now they did. And I think that kind of like, I think if it was me, and this is why I sympathize with him, if it was me in his shoes, I would feel like a fool. I really would. Regardless of all of the other people that you've helped and all of the other people that, the people who didn't have anything to do with it, that's beside the point. I would really feel foolish because he was the one that did and put himself, his platform, and brought who he was, and also the effect that he has because he is the top guy in his lane. He ain't nobody better than Stephen A. Smith. Plain and simple. He is the guy. And he brought all of that to the NABJ to try to literally boost them, help them, get them seen, get them heard. And this is how y'all repay them. This was the best y'all could do as far as respect, as far as, hey, this is, you know, what we think about you. It's like what my man saying Friday. I started this gangster shit, and this the motherfucking thanks I get. And it's like all of that shit about the NABJ has been around since the 70s. Didn't nobody know who the fuck the NABJ was until a few years ago when Donald Trump went on that motherfucker. You only stopped by or heard about them every 4 years when whatever political person that's running for whatever thing is gonna make the gambit and run the gambit and stop by Niggerville, if you will, to make they face seen and acknowledging them. So it's like you all were in a position to where you could have kind of moved out of that vein into more of a legit, recognized, and established organization. But to me, it's like y'all then turned around and did the most pettiest bullshit y'all possibly could think of. For what end, I have no idea. But I believe what they said the award was for and kind of like why they gave it to him, I think it all played into a bigger picture. But we can look into that as it goes, because there are a few things that I want to point out in the video that he said in his response, and also to what they said, because I believe it was Roland Martin. He gave he interviewed the people that are part of the NABJ. I think she's the president or the vice president or something like that, but we'll get into that. But it was just ironic to me to just say, so the very platform that you help bolster, that you help promote over the past few years, let your connections and let what you bring to the table, you let them siphon off and use that and to benefit from it. It's the same group that turned around and gave you this cockamamie, just flat out bullshit award. I mean, what the fuck is a thumbs down award, and what does it mean? And that's what I really want to get into, just to show you the idiocracy of what we do when we have this much power. What we do, and you hear black folks all the time talking about, we be tearing each other down. Why black folk gotta tear each other down? Well, it's one thing to critique. It's one thing to have an opinion. It's another thing when you literally just make shit up because you don't like somebody, or you don't like what they had said, or you don't like what they may have did. And because of that, you try to cancel them. You try to embarrass them. You try to make them less than, as opposed to having a conversation and discussing what issue you got. The fact that niggas are giving out awards for bad things, it lets you know how stupid and petty we are. And this is why people don't take us serious. When you're talking about, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be respected like everybody else. Well, when you do stupid shit like this, it makes people really look at you and be like, all right, bro. All right, bro. What up, Trucker C? What's happening, brother? But it's like when you see stuff like this, it really just makes you look petty. It makes you look immature, and then overall, it makes you look small and insignificant. You're first of all an organization. When you mention it to the average person, the average black person, they don't know what the fuck you are. At least you go to most niggas and be like, hey, you heard of the NAACP? Yeah, I know of them. You go to an average black person on the street and be like, hey, have you familiar with the NABJ, don't you? They're gonna be like, who? The NBA? Yeah, nigga, you talking about LeBron and them? No. Michael Jordan and them, LeBron? No. Magic Johnson? No. The NABJ. Oh, no, what's that? It's like you ain't gonna be you're not that known first and foremost. And then what you're doing as far as giving that award and all that kind of stuff, it's like you don't even have any type of reasoning behind it. So it's not like when you get it, people know what it's for, people know what it is. It's like, no, you're making it up as you go, which, like I said, it just makes it very immature and it makes you small. It makes you look like you are that petty to where people don't respect you. That's like the fucking Oscars giving out worst movie award. And all it is, this is what happens. This is just the direct, this is what happens when you give niggas this much power. The first thing they want to do is talk shit about somebody they don't like. Not somebody that did something to them, not somebody that, you know, that has been egregious in certain actions. No, I don't like you. So because I don't like you, I'm going to make you be something less than me. I want to embarrass you. I want to make you look small. I want to downplay everything that you are. It's like, I'm just saying, Trugger, see, have you ever heard of that? Worst movie award by the fucking Oscars? Worst movie award, worst actor, worst, it's like worst director. It's like you don't spend your time being the most prestigious fucking award there is doing that, even though they could. And it would be funny and it would be childish and immature, but why would you waste your time doing this? Out of all of the shit that NABJ could have done, y'all literally took a segment and took time out of your ceremony to do this. And that is something for me to where it's like, yeah, y'all on bullshit. Y'all are really just petty and you're small and simple-minded people. Regardless of how many degrees you got, regardless of how many articles you've written, I don't give a shit. It's stupid. It really is. When you're taking time, being as small as y'all are, taking time out to do this kind of shit. I hated the fact that, and look, you talking about a small content creator, I'm the fucking poster child. And I didn't want to take time out of my schedule to do this, but I felt I had to because it's that bad. In hopes that someone else will look at this like I look at it and be like, yeah, y'all need to get y'all shit together and grow the fuck up. That's the only reason why I said, no, I need to do this. Because I debated over it like a motherfucker. But it was just one of those things where it's like, no, they need to be called the fuck out for this shit. And I'm not just going to give y'all worst award show or worst award in the world award. No, I'm going to tell y'all what the fuck y'all problem is. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. So let's get on with the get on. All right.
The night it was, I believe.
Again, you can go to Stephen A. Smith's YouTube channel. You see his full response. Now, for disclosure, I am the current Vice President Digital for NABJ. This is the 4th time I've served on the board of directors. First as National Student Representative, second as Secretary, previously as VP Digital. When the board had its deliberations over our special awards, I actually was traveling, giving a speech, did not participate in the vote, wasn't aware of the awardees. And when I was sitting there at the dinner on Saturday, I found out just like the rest of the membership.
Now, Roland Martin is trying to make it seem as though he had nothing to do with it. And that's fine. But the fact that you're the fucking vice president and they fucking did this and put these awards together and didn't even run it by you as the fucking VP, that lets you know what kind of nigga business they do. The fact that they didn't seek your counsel, seek your approval, or at least just let you know to make sure that you were properly informed, to where you're finding out while you sitting your ass at the goddamn dinner, it lets you know how niggas operate. That's nigga business at its finest. Who the fuck doesn't let the vice president know of an organization what awards that this organization is going to be handing out, especially if it's potentially a negative award that's going after probably one of your biggest draws to your organization? Just saying. Who does that? Who does that? Niggas do. That's why. That's who does it. And just like my man Trucker C said, he said it seemed like something like Donkey of the Day. And I'm cool. And here's the thing. It is something like Donkey of the Day, but my thing is Donkey of the Day is for a radio show. It's a show that's on the radio that people listen to, and at least to their credit, they will tell you why you got it, and it will be at least a sound opinion and a sound reasoning as to why they came up to it. Could it be childish? Yes, but it's a radio show. Is it something where they give out awards on the opposite of that? No, they don't. So it's a bunch of fuckery and foolery, and I get it. And that's fine. But when you're trying to, they are not trying to be a prestigious, cultured radio show. They with the drama. They have drama segments. They have gossip segments. They do all that kind of shit. So I get it. They're the fucking Star Magazine and the Inquirer of the radio. Fine. Not the NABJ. Not the NABJ. So they didn't even respect Roland Martin ass enough to even let him know what the fuck they was going to do. And I would say partially because the fucking bitch that's in charge is childish enough and she's petty enough to where she knew he would probably object to it. But nevertheless, his ass is definitely going to toe the line. And he's going to stay falling in line.
But the reason I wanted to have this conversation, because a lot of people have been commenting and they don't know what they're talking about. And let me just walk you through this before I bring on my two guests. The Thumbs Down Award was first given out in 1989, folks. So we have the full list for you so you understand. There have been 44 awardees, 7 individuals. Let's start. Last year, 2025, the board chose not to give the award out. 2024.
Wait. So it started in 89 and y'all done gave it out 44 times. But last year, y'all decided not to. So this isn't something that they had to do. They literally went out of their way to do this childish, petty fuckery. They made time for this. Just saying.
The award went to the NFL for the lack of black managers and full-time black journalists on staff. 2023, not given. 2022, not given. 2021, NABJ's Thumb Down Award went to Walter Hussman for exposing tenure for the 1619 projects of Nicole Hannah-Jones at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. 2020 went to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette for unfairly prohibiting.
So you notice, just notice these names. Just keep noticing.
Prohibiting 2 black journalists from covering protests in the city following the death of George Floyd, as well as the Cleveland Plain Dealer for job cuts and changes, which sparked a huge exodus of non-white journalists from their newsroom. 2019, the American Society of Newspaper Editors for not voluntarily providing information on staff diversity for its 2018 Newsroom Employment Diversity Survey. To CNN for not acknowledging NABJ's call to elevate and hire black employees with critical and executive level daily news decision-making roles. I was on that board and led that effort. 2018.
So you heard right there, he led the effort on that one, right? Okay.
ATV UTV displayed an insensitive Facebook photo of Neil Wilson, an 18-year-old black woman who had been stabbed to death on a BART platform. 2017, Fox News, for numerous reasons, lawsuits accusing the cable news network of sex harassment, racial discrimination, and lack of diversity in key positions. Ebony Media Organization, his parent company, Clearview Group, for failing to meet a self-imposed deadline to compensate as many as 50 freelance writers who were owed as much as $200,000. 2016, Dow Jones and Company, the New York Times, the Washington Post, for paying white male employees more than journalists of color. No award given in 2015, 2014 to NPR. 2013, not given. I don't have the reason for NPR in 2014, but I hope we'll grab it. 2012, Time Magazine for lack of diversity within the reporting corps. 2011, Fox Business, MSNBC, CNBC, CNN, and Bloomberg for the lack of diversity and a.
So 1 year they gave it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice the trend here. I'm gonna see if y'all pick it up, and then I'm gonna point it out at the end.
Failure to hire, replace African-American journalists in primetime anchor and decision-making roles. I was on that board. I participated in that vote. No award given in 2010 nor 2009. 2008, Fox News and Pat Buchanan for his controversial commentary, including columns like A Brief for Whitey and The Way Our World Ends, which featured racially insensitive remarks about Black Americans and demographic shifts. 2007, BET for not airing the Coretta Scott King full funeral services live. 2006, no award given. 2005, Armstrong Williams for disclosing he accepted $240,000 from the Bush administration to promote the No Child Left Behind law. 2004, Jason Blair, who tied his fabulism to diversity hiring when he was, of course, at the New York Times, and he plagiarized. Also, 2003, award not given. 2002, William McGowan for his book Coloring the News. 2001, the Pittsburgh Tribune Review for a nasty editorial about after the Washington Post, Katharine Graham died. U.S. News and World Report received the Thumbs Down Award for his photo of a black woman in a tree used to illustrate the floods in Mozambique that year. No award given in the year 2000, 1999, 1988, 1997. In 1996, the New Republic magazine for a story by writer Ruth Shallett that disparaged diversity efforts at the Washington Post. Buckley Broadcasting Corporation for syndicating radio talk show host Bob Grant after he was dropped by WABC Radio in New York after a string of racially offensive comments. 1995, New Republic magazine featured a story called The Decline of the Black Intellectual. The piece by literary editor Leon Wieseltier wasn't about black intellectuals at all. Only one, Cornel West, author of Race Matters, was featured. The Atlanta Monthly featured a cover piece titled The New Intellectuals, making a case for today's black intellectuals have assumed the pace-setting role of public intellectual that a white coterie of literary lights played in 1930s, 40s, and 50s. 94, the New York Daily News received the award for laying off black male reporters during its downsizing. CBS earned the Thumbs Down Award for a story titled Drawing the Line on Street Stories, which was criticized for a one-sided stereotypical story following the 1992 LA riots. 93, WKBQ for two disc jockeys who had directed a racial slur at a black female caller on the air in St. Louis. Same year, Chicago Reader, a political cartoon of a black Chicago alderman, Dorothy Tillman. Tillman was depicted by cartoonist David Nelson as a paper doll in a bra and underwear. The cartoon included two outfits, a dress and a soldier's uniform. Chicago Sun-Times for its article by Tom McNamee about raccoons getting into suburbanized garbage. It compared the animals to Chicago gang members. 1991, Mike Barnacle, the Boston Globe columnist, for statements he made during a television appearance saying he knew more about how to cover the inner city and black people than any black reporter in Boston. In 1990, the Richmond Times-Dispatch for its editorial on the death of Houston Congressman Mickey Leland. In 1989, the first year it was given to NBC News for its disparaging report on the death of NABJ co-founder and ABC News anchor Max Robinson, and for the first time to Pat Buchanan for writing racially insensitive commentary regarding young black and white males. Now, some people said, well, Saturday's award showcase was the wrong place to give the award, but it's been given there other years as well. Joining us right now is current NABJ president.
So did y'all notice anything about that award? 44 of them given out. I wonder if anybody noticed anything about that award. I'm going to give you about a hot 10 seconds. Out of the years, there were some years it wasn't given. And then there were some people it was given to, and then there was entities it was given to. This right here is why I don't fuck with and I can't stand pro-black, hotep, all these niggas. I can't stand them. Bourgeois, Z, whatever you want to call. What's the other word they call these niggas? The boule niggas, all that. All of these niggas that talk about they educating and all this shit, this is why I don't fuck with them. And every time I'm around them, I'm side-eyeing them. Because out of every fucking year that they gave that award, it was the majority of them was given to entities. The majority of those awards were given to entities. It was less than 10 given to actual people. Out of those people, they were all men. So you mean to tell me in 44 fucking years, ain't not one woman been worthy of a thumbs down award? Not one? Right. That's why you right, Trucker C. I ain't fucking with no organization. I don't donate shit to the AACP, the SLLC, the SN. I don't fuck with none of them because they are full of shit. Not one woman in 44 years has done anything to deserve this award. Not one female-owned company, not one woman, not one white woman, not one black woman, not one Asian, not one Hispanic. Out of all of the writers across the world, you mean to tell me not one motherfucking writer, a female writer, wrote something disparaging about black folks? Bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. And my thing is, y'all steadily try to act like y'all calling somebody out, but y'all ain't doing nothing but playing fucking favorites. That's all y'all doing. If I like you, you safe. If I don't like you, I'm going to try to throw everything I can at you. Why? Because I don't like you. You're not going to convince me that in 44 years of this award and the years that they've taken off giving it out, and the greater majority of 90% of the time, it's to an organization that y'all couldn't find one bitch. Not one. Not one? Y'all couldn't even, look, y'all couldn't find not one woman to give it to. Not one, not even Margaret Sanger. Y'all didn't give it to the bitch that accused Emmett Till. Like, come on. Y'all can't find no white bitch somewhere that y'all don't like. Y'all can't find some black bitch that ain't shit. Y'all couldn't give it to Condoleezza Rice. Y'all hate her. She's like the first black female Republican that then came out in the past 40 years. Y'all couldn't give it to her. Y'all couldn't give it to Margaret Sanger. Y'all couldn't give it. I mean, what are we talking about here? But when you got an organization ran by a bunch of alphabet people that done went through and went by a college or two, this is exactly what you get. And this just goes to show you what they really think of your ass. They hate you, they despise you, they're jealous of you, and it's just a bunch of motherfuckers that are brotherfuckers and men haters. That's all these motherfuckers are. That's all they are. And they just sit around and find ways to fuck with people for attention. Not to have a conversation, not to get understanding, not to better, build bridges or to build and strengthen relationships. Nope. They want to find a way to hustle money and fuck with people. That's exactly what they want to do. Anybody that ain't own what they own and either like them or support them, that's what they want to do. You not gonna tell me that they couldn't find one woman or one female-owned organization in 44 years. Planned Parenthood couldn't have got a thumbs down award? No, because y'all like killing babies. And that's why I don't fuck with none of them fucking groups. I don't fuck with a BLM. I don't fuck with an NAACP. I don't fuck with SNCC. I don't fuck with SCLC. I won't fuck with none of them. United Negro College Fund, all of them are fucking hustling, thieving ass niggas. That's all they are. Coming up with ways to hustle race to keep niggas mad at white folks and to keep white folks mad at niggas while they getting money from both sides. That's all they do. That's why our fucking historical black colleges ain't shit no more. They ain't nothing but fucking money pits where people go to steal the fucking money. Y'all saw that bullshit they did at Howard? They overbooked the fucking school to steal the money. Enrolling kids and y'all don't even have housing for them. Y'all saw what the fuck they did at Bethune? Motherfucking Ed Reed came out and told they stealing the money. Y'all saw what they did down in Jackson State when Dion was down there. He told them he was nice about it, but he wasn't as nice as Ed Reed, but he was nice about it, but he left. Why? Because they were stealing the fucking money. The more he gave, the more they took. Dion came down there and brought all of his resources, brought all of his connections, got the school to got people to come and donate shit to the school, to help fund the school, to fund this, to fund that, to fix this, to give that, and they were still stealing from them, personally and as an organization. When he sold out that fucking game and was like, "Where's the money?" Huh? You said what now? You said the what now? The who? The huh? Oh yeah, we'll talk about the money. Come see me on Monday. Fuck you, man. Come see you on Monday. Motherfucker, where's the money? Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk. Straight big red at his ass. My office hours are from 9 to 5. Don't be talking to me about your royalties and how I keep my books. And they got him and he got the fuck up out of there like he should have. And what did niggas want him to do? Niggas wanted him to stay there and suffer. Why you leave our black boys? Why you leave our black babies? Because they stealing the money. And I don't want to play on fucking concrete and rocks. They stealing the money, and I don't want to keep paying for this and paying for that. We don't even have a fucking hot tub. I don't want to keep buying this and buying that and paying this and paying that because y'all niggas think I should. No, man, you got to stay, brother. Keep your ass right here on this field. We need you to be out here encouraging other brothers to come and pick this cotton. I know it's tough, man, but that's just the way it got to be sometimes. No, I don't. I went to Colorado and found a motherfucking oasis. I ain't never heard of the Colorado Buffaloes till Dion got there. So glad he went. Happy for him. But when you look at what these motherfuckers did and just the people who've gotten the award, this goes to show you it wasn't a thing to where Stephen A had it coming. This ain't no thing where we had to give it to him. It wasn't none of that. Because all of the shit that they gave the award to before was about articles that people wrote. It was media companies. It was either people in the media that wrote some type of article, or it was actually media people that actually had a company that they found some issue with. And not one of them motherfucking companies, not one of them motherfucking people was a supporter of the NABJ like Stephen A was. But they sure found a way to fuck with him, didn't they? Yep. Sure did.
Aaron Haynes, also NABJ co-founder and former president and longtime journalist, columnist, former chair of the Global Communications at Morgan State University, Dwayne Wickham. Glad to have both of y'all here. Not only protocol, you go the current president, but you got a founder and a former president. And the person who first gave the award out, we're going to start with him. So Dwayne, the award.
And why is it always half-breed ass niggas and fucking alphabet motherfuckers running our nigga organizations? Why is that? How come we don't have no real niggas running our organizations? It's always some overeducated, highly educated, half-breed motherfucker, or it's some motherfucking alphabet motherfucker that's running our shit. And this is why I don't fuck with them. This is exactly why. Now listen to the reasoning behind this motherfucker giving this award and how they all just total line. Not even looking at what they did and why they did it, but just listen to how they say
first started when you were president of NABJ. Explain to people why this was created.
Let me say two things in advance of that. First of all, I am so proud of our president, Aaron Haynes, for the courage that it took. And I wasn't in those.
So proud of her. Bro, ain't nobody trying to hear this bullshit you talking. We're just not.
Board meetings, but I know from previous only come to you, that list you just read off will probably not appear anywhere else in journalism in this nation. It's important for people to understand how important you are to our efforts to get in convention in 1976 in Houston, Texas. Chuck Stone called out the then Secretary of Agriculture, Earl Butz, and demanded that creating an award to tackle these issues that relate to the disparaging, denigrating remarks about Black folks. It was in 1984, as you know very well, that Jesse Jackson got in trouble during his presidential campaign when he talked about Hymietown and how we had an incident when Milton Coleman, a Black reporter at the Washington Post, felt so offended by those remarks, which were given to him off the record in an off-the-record session, that he felt they had to be reported. But he didn't report them himself. He didn't have the courage to write an article and put his name on it. He gave it to a white reporter. And the white reporter reported that incident. And then Milton Coleman felt compelled to come to our convention that year because he got so much heat from the Black community and so much heat from fellow journalists. He came, but he brought in tow with him a guy by the name of Lem Tucker. Lem Tucker was a broadcast ourselves journalist. And so by the time we got that.
It's interesting Dwayne brought up those comments by Agriculture Secretary Earl Butz.
So you see all of the shit that they talked about, right? I just want to give context as to what they're talking about and why people got the award, who got the award, and what happened.
Because when a former ambassador, Andrew Young, met with our board of directors last Tuesday, he brought that up. And Butz he asked the question, why can't the Republican Party attract Black voters? And this is what he said. I'll tell you what the coloreds want. There he made those comments. Merv Osman, my Alfred that he said, and then he said this here. I'm proud to say that I am Black. I am a journalist. I stood yesterday. I stand today, and I'll damn well stand tomorrow for Milton Coleman because he stands for excellence. He then went on to say to condemn Milton Coleman for his excellence only makes the real question what kinds of. I told you that I did not participate in the vote. I just want to give you that fact. I'm not running away from the board's decision. As a board member, you speak for the organization. But I also said previously situation, I was at CNN. I was working for CNN when I voted to give that award to CNN. And I remember another board member challenged me, who's also at CNN, saying,
now here's my thing. He just said he voted to give it to CNN. Why he didn't give it to a person at CNN? Why not give it to a person at CNN? What the fuck does a thumbs down award going to an entity mean? Y'all couldn't give it to the president? Y'all couldn't give it to the producer of the show that y'all say these people said these disparaging remarks about? Y'all couldn't give it to the reporters? Y'all bullshit because y'all didn't want to piss nobody off. But let's keep going. I want to get to her.
How dare you vote on this because you work there? And I said, and I was in position to actually get a show. It was in my contract. And I said, when I sit on the board of NABJ, I do not represent my personal interest. I represent the interest of the organization. And if you come to the board and you bring your personal interest, then you're doing a disservice to the members. And so, Aaron, I'll go to you. This decision, first of all, was a record 5 awardees.
So you heard what he said about how he represents the organization. He represents the organization, which is the National Association of Black Journalists. That's what he said he represents, right? Okay.
Again, I wasn't there when the conversation was taking place. Why was it so important to you and the board to give out these five awards and specifically include Stephen A on that list?
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, thanks for being so willing to unpack the history of this organization and of this award specifically. I just listening to Founder Wickham, former president, laying out the rationale for wanting to create this award. I mean, it is really in the spirit of our bold and visionary founders and past presidents that I felt that it was important to talk about this now. I mean, when you look at who we named this year, I think we have to agree that there's a clear through line. We're looking at the forces that make it harder for Black journalists to do their jobs and harder for Black communities to be covered fairly and fully, right? That includes government officials.
She said, motherfuckers that's making it harder for Black journalists to do their job. How is he doing that? I'll wait. That's what she said. I'm going by what she said. Tell me how Stephen A. Smith is making it harder for Black journalists to do their job when he's actually there promoting their fucking conference, when he's showing up there with his fucking backing of Disney and ESPN at their function year before that. Tell me how he's doing that, because that's what she just said.
That are exerting their pressure on the press, news organizations that are making decisions that weaken diversity and coverage, media owners who are facing questions about the treatment of Black journalists who we know are
Black journalists. Black journalists is what they're saying. Tell me who he's fucked with that's a Black journalist. Tell me what Black journalist he's done this to or done anything to in order to deserve this award. Because that's what she just said it was.
under attack by internal and external forces across this country. And also influential commentators whose rhetoric can reinforce harmful narratives about Black people, particularly Black women. Now, you know me, we've been on this board together for a year now.
Oh, so you can't say nothing about Black women, particularly. That's what we're saying now. So it went from Black journalists to just fuck the Black journalists now. It's just all about Black women. Ain't that special? So anybody that says something about Black women, not Black journalists, but just Black women, now you are eligible for the Thumbs Down Award. Ah, gotcha.
And I've been very clear that advocacy is central to my presidency, particularly advocacy around Black women in our profession. So that means defending Black journalists when they are targeted, but it also means challenging institutions or individuals when necessary, as well as creating opportunities for our members to thrive. So
all I got to ask now is, how do you challenge somebody with an award? I'll wait. Somebody tell me what award that was given that was challenging to someone. Please tell me. Please. Give me the instance. Tell me the moment where somebody got this award and it just changed their life. Just once I got that award for worst soup ever, I just changed my whole life. You know, I got an award one time for worst woodworking ever done. And I just really had to dig within myself and just do it all over and learn how to really be a better woodworker. This bitch is full of shit. And it's about who they like. And the fact that they don't like nobody that says anything about Black women. That's why he got that award.
Those things aren't separate from one another. They are all part of protecting the future of Black journalism. And so that really is the spirit in which this award was bestowed, not only on Stephen A. Smith, but the 4 other recipients that we chose to recognize this year.
I often say, Aaron, that we live in this attention economy.
There it is right there. D. Kurt said it from the 313. They're upset about his ass critiquing Jasmine Crockett. That's what they're upset about. Because she's not a journalist. She's literally just a black woman. A loudmouth, ghetto, name calling, ain't doing no work black woman that somebody had issue with, and he didn't even really disparage her. He really just critiqued her with giving her some redirection, saying, hey, you might want to try a different approach because the shit you doing ain't working. But he can't say that. How is no, when your commentary us consistently anti-black as a black man knowing the reality of history is just unnecessarily stupid? What the fuck does that even mean? This is why I can't stand niggas, because they just say some shit that they think they heard somebody else say. My commentary is my fucking commentary. Why can't my commentary be my commentary? Just like when white folks have their commentary, black folks have their commentary, Hispanics have their commentary, Asians have their commentary. If that black woman can sit up there and call somebody a ugly, bad built body bitch, fine. What is wrong with that? And if don't nobody like it, or if somebody says they got a problem with her using her words, why can't they say that if she can say that? What's the problem? Why do I get an award? Because I said, you know what, sis, as Stephen A. Smith, you know what, sis, I think you should choose your words a little better because you're not the majority. And you ain't the heart of the masses of Texas. And if you really want to solidify your position, if you really want to strengthen your status in the political arena, doing it that way ain't it. Doing it that way ain't it. You might want to choose your words a little more carefully before you're in a position or until you're in a position to where you can say it and you don't have no consequences or repercussions. You know, pretty much how people say, hey, man, you got to watch what you say until you get fuck you money. When you got some money. When you broke, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Ain't nobody listening no way. But when you get some money and you get some level of audience and when you get some kind of platform, yeah, you really need to wait until you get fuck you money. Like Dave Chappelle, he can't be canceled. He can say what the fuck he wants, when he wants, about whoever he wants, and nobody's going to do shit. He has fuck you money. Ain't no show, ain't no company, ain't nobody holding or paying him. He make his own money. So, with that being said, why not? When you got it like that. But when you don't, all he was saying was choose your words a little better, sis, because I'm rooting for you. I may not agree with you, but I'm rooting for you. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you say that he said about her, the bitch talked herself right up out of a job because the bitch couldn't shut her fucking mouth. Like most black women. They will talk themselves even into their own death. Fuck a job. Damn a job. That's nothing. She talked herself right the fuck up out of office to where her own Democratic Party wouldn't even support her. They was like, bitch, we tired of you. You've run your course. That's all I'm saying. So Stephen A was on to something. And my thing is to Tone's point, it's not about making or breaking him. It's about, like all y'all pro-black say, it's about black folks sticking together. And all I'm saying is, if you gonna critique a motherfucker, don't you think it's a little fucked up that the person who's fucking supporting you, donating to you, making shit happen for you, to be able to do bigger and better things on a bigger and larger platform and stage, lending you his gravitas, lending you his celebrity to promote your fucking entity. Don't you think that's a little bit of a slap in the face when a motherfucker gives you an award just because they didn't like what you said? Not what he did. He tried to redirect and correct his own sister into doing and being better. And he got a fucking award for it that says he's a thumbs down nigga. Don't you think that's just a bit much? That a motherfucker got the audacity? It's like a motherfucker you let stay in your house that ain't got no house, talk shit about your house. You homeless. I let you come stay with me. And you talk about how my motherfucking house is fucked up, how I got roaches, how my house is dirty, but you staying there. My windows is dirty. I don't clean my bathtub. But you staying there. Don't you think that's just a bit much? Only niggas will do this shit. Only niggas will do it. It's like when we have beef in our own in genres that we're in and we're sharing, it's like we all trying to knock each other down so we can be just the one. And the minute a motherfucker come along and try to help your ass and try to help niggas do their thing and try to help motherfuckers get big and better, they all for it until they do or say something they don't like, that don't make them feel good. Y'all like that nigga. Black folks is like that nigga in motherfucking Players Club. Always, no matter what, want somebody to do something to make them feel good. That's all black women want you to do. Do something to make me feel good. This shit is ridiculous, and it was so unnecessary because, like I said earlier, it ain't many people looking at y'all and checking for y'all no way. The last thing you need to be doing is spending your time giving some petty ass, bullshit ass, childish, fucking immature award when you should be trying to tout what you all are supposedly doing for black folks, as black folks, with black folks. Niggas love to tout black excellence. But the minute you get a fucking platform or stage, what you gonna do? Oh, we gonna talk about this nigga because I don't like him. He don't make me feel good. That's what niggas do. When you don't have to, it's all I'm saying. All the other shit you could highlight. Do a fucking presentation about the youngest journalists and the oldest journalists. Do a presentation about the journalists who got the most articles. Celebrate that motherfucker. Celebrate the motherfucker who done donated the most. Celebrate the motherfucker who done came and promoted the most. Celebrate those people so that you can encourage others to come and do the same thing. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give an award to the person who said something, not disparaging about journalism, said something about a disagreement with a black woman. He said, you said the dumbest, most contradictory shit. A broke man can talk shit like a rich man. Can you just idolize money and people with it, and that happens? Be white people, and this is why I can't stand niggas. And that happens, be white people. Bow down, bitch boy. I wish I could understand what you were saying. I do have a fucking PhD in nigga, so I'm gonna try to decipher it a little bit. I said the dumbest, most contradictory shit. A broke man can talk shit like a rich man. Yes. Any man can talk like any man. I'm talking about the consequences of doing it, which is why I made the fuck you money reference. So yes, you can say whatever, because right now, Jasmine Crockett ain't got no job. Ain't got no. Right now. When she could have fucked around and played her cards right and became a senator. She got beat out by Tallarico, a motherfucker who literally is talking about God is binary. God is a woman. He's literally talking some sideways shit that most people don't even fucking vibe with. But she was so fucking far left and so fucking obnoxious that people say, you know what? Fuck her. Even her own party said it. We gonna go with this way out there space cadet motherfucker. Then go with her black ass. Because what we don't want is another shit talking Dolores Tucker. You see how productive that shit has been over the past fucking 40 years. You see how productive she's been. See all the shit she's done for niggas, right? Right. That's my point. When you have position, yeah, you can say that shit. That's why Dolores Tucker was able to say, yeah, when you see a white person, walk up to him and punch him in the face. When you see a MAGA person, walk up to him and punch him in the face. Get up in their face and do. She was able to say that with no consequences or repercussions. Meanwhile, Jasmine Crockett running her mouth, talking about bad, built, broke body, bitch, and all that shit. Now, she ain't got shit but a fucking YouTube channel like me. Because she ran her mouth right up out of a job. That's what I'm saying. So it's not about being contradictory. I was telling you that you can say certain shit without repercussions when you get to a certain level. Like, if you ain't voting, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's when you got at a certain level. And niggas will still vote for you. When you, as a white bitch boy, tells black folks, yeah, if y'all don't vote for me, y'all ain't black. And you voted anyway. Didn't you, Tone? That's my point. I intentionally read it wrong? No, the fuck I didn't. I know how to read. Sounds like projection from her Oreo brother Ruckus. That's all niggas got. The only thing a nigga can guarantee you is definitely some disingenuous fucking back and forth conversation, and they can promise you some name calling, because that's all niggas know how to do. Whatever the fuck they've been told to say, they will repeat it, and they can guarantee you disingenuous conversation, and they can call you a name. That's it. And that's what you've seen here. I didn't intentionally read this wrong. You said the dumbest, most contradictory shit, period. A broke man can talk shit like a rich man. Can you just idolize money and people with it, and that happens? Be white people. Bow down, bitch boy. Laugh out loud. Face. How did I read that intent wrong? How did I read that wrong intention? You see what I mean? You could have retyped it. You could have posted it in there again and corrected what you said to say what you want to say, or you could have just took your fucking time and proofread what you posted before you posted it. Nah, you ain't gonna do that. Yes, Trucker C, if you're not backing up the dumb shit they look at, you are the enemy for sure. Exactly. I already know this. I've been dealing with these niggas for 10, 15 years. I know these niggas. That's why from her Oreo brother Ruckus. What the fuck is that? Shit is crazy, but it is what it is. Do people always demand trophies for their actions? But their actions alone speak for their advances. The fact that you are cool with this award and this award being given to the majority of entities and no black women, no white women, no gay women, no women at all. And you don't think there's something wrong with that? And 44 of them? I ain't trying to hear shit you got to say because you can't even acknowledge the fucking the truth that's staring you right there in the face. Just saying. You are not going to tell me that in 44 awards, not one woman was deserving. You're not going to tell me that. Wealth doesn't make you a man. You are right. And I never said that we were discussing what makes you a man or not. So you see how you just interjected something that didn't matter to what I was saying? You just got what you feeling and what your opinion on what you think I'm saying. As opposed to asking for clarity, you just came up and just said something that you thought that I thought that you thought I was saying. So you just thought to say that because you just wanted to say it. Like we was up here debating, does wealth make a man? Like that was a topic of discussion. Does wealth make you a man? That's the topic of our discussion tonight here on Brian's Brain Podcast. Never came up. But this is what niggas do because niggas can't articulate themselves because they're literally just fucking stupid for the most part. And they refuse to think. They want you to tell them and that's it. And they don't know and they just want to repeat shit that they done heard some other nigga say. That's it. Because they think it's a hot topic and it's something that's cool and it's the word right now. That's why you got niggas running around here saying fucking clock it. Clock it. Doing that stupid shit. And did. Period poo. And do. Nigga shit. Motherfuckers in college, motherfuckers got degrees talking about clock it. Just saying. And I guarantee you, before Jasmine Crockett became a House rep, if you would have asked her, hey, Jasmine, do you want to be a senator or do you want to be a YouTuber? I guarantee you that bitch would have said senator. In the next 5 years, Jasmine, do you want to be a senator or do you want to be a YouTuber? Her response would have been, fuck bad built YouTube. I want to be a senator. Exactly. But you can't get out your own way now, can you? But that's all niggas want to do is call you names, say catchphrases, and get loud because they want attention. Thank you. Nothing but loudmouth and ratchet. That's what she chose. And this bitch ain't that. Let me tell you, I said this about Jasmine Crockett a long time ago. I would have given her credit if that's what she was. This bitch went out her way to be ratchet and loudmouth. She ain't from that life. She ain't from the hood. This bitch is from money, private school, and college education and all that shit. She chose to be a ratchet, loudmouth bitch, patting her weave and wearing the motherfucking raptor claws. She chose that shit. Talking about motherfuckers in wheelchairs, Hot Wheels this and white boy that. She chose to do that. That's just what she chose to be. That's not like where she came from. I can at least say that for Sexy Red, Glorilla, them some ghetto bitches. Them bitches from that. Glow is from Memphis. She from the fucking hood. That's why she sound the way she sound. And as a female rapper, ain't too bad. But Where she from and the way that she talks is where she from. Both political parties are again. I love niggas. I love niggas. This is because they're so consistent in the stupid shit they say. Both political parties are against the citizens. Compromise through predatory donorship, dumbass. Like we don't know this. You see how you feel the need because you really can't articulate yourself or have a real position to argue that you go and say shit like this. This is what niggas say all the time. Both parties be on bullshit, bro. They both on this. Okay. What's the point? It's just like every time somebody talk about racism. White folks, guarantee anytime you talk about niggas and racism, they're gonna mention Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're gonna mention. They have to. It's like a fucking virus in them that infects them and compels their vocal cords to say, but what about Tulsa, Oklahoma? Black Wall Street. I love that shit, boy. That Tommy saw somebody else's laurels. That Black Wall Street. They all say that. That shit happened back in the fucking 60s. And y'all still talking about that shit today? That's like niggas talking about the first slave ship to hit the shores every time they talk about slavery. Yeah, but the first slave ship, bro. What? I'm just saying, man, you know, shit, we've been enslaved since the first slave ship. Yeah, but we ain't got chains on now. We ain't sharecropping now. So what do we say about now? Bro, I'm just saying, though. Okay, my man. Yeah, Don Lemon, another one. Fucking ran his mouth and talked all that shit. And all the while, he's sitting there doing what? Bending over for some white boy. But he talking about how black folks this, how niggas that. Black folks need to do this. Black folks need to do that. Meanwhile, you got a white man on your back, literally, every night. The white man definitely keeping you down, pinned down, nigga. And you love it. You like it, you love it, and you want more of it. Just saying. He said, what's the last name Crockett? Why that last name Crockett remind me of homemade cake? Our women have embraced dysfunction, and as brothers, we've accepted it. Yep. Real men don't worry about repercussions. If it's go time, it's go time, pussy. Says the man who's sitting here on the keyboard talking about calling somebody else a pussy. Pussy. When it's go time, it's go time. Am I supposed to be offended at some dude who don't even got his real face on the internet? Got a fucking picture of his fucking nose. I'm really supposed to be motherfucking offended by this dude? You can't even write a fucking complete thought in fucking YouTube chat. Do you really think I give a fuck about what you say or what you think of me? Right. Thank you. English been whooping his ass. And at least most of us will just fight back, bro. He gonna make it out to be something else. You read that like that on purpose. Boy, shut the fuck up. Bitch boy. Ruckus. Pussy. Pussy. Bitch boy. Ruckus. Pussy. I got him told. Pussy. Bitch boy. Ruckus. Exactly. Ain't no woman been off cold in 44 awards given. And mind you, they didn't give it to somebody every year. So they were years they took off. Some multiples. Mm-hmm. Yep. Fools. That's exactly what that is. So it's like, it doesn't make sense. He said, damn good black bitch in there. Right, Brian, that's got to be. Just saying. My whole chat is white people. Officer Tatum, bitch boy, ruckus, pussy, Oreo, ruckus, bitch boy, pussy, Tatum. It's a grown motherfucking man here, man. Or a woman with a mustache. Auntie. Aunt Bunny's coming to get me. You were saying essentially wealth makes you able to speak up for yourself. Do you even know what you're saying? Oh my God. That's essentially what I would say. Fuck what I said. He's going to tell me essentially what I would say. Wealth makes you able to speak up for yourself. No, that is not what I said. And I'm able to articulate myself very well. I'm just saying, this is what we got to do. This is us, though. And that's why I'm really just tolerating it, because I'm just seeing like, this is what it is, bro. This is us. Just like I just said, period, poo, clock it, and did, and do. I said what I said. You tell me that ain't the same speak as this shit this nigga talking right now. Tatum, Oreo, ruckus, pussy, bitch boy. You mean to tell me that ain't the same shit? You know good and goddamn well it is. That's all these motherfuckers do. This motherfucker says, you don't know where she came from. Why would you call her out? Because I'm a motherfucking American and I can say what the fuck I want, Lily Hill. Where's Benny? Fucking bitch. Shit is crazy, man. These niggas are crazy. It's like these every single time. Yep. I feel you on that. And them motherfucking fraternity niggas, they be on that same bullshit, towing the line. Like, at least, hey man, you cool with the fraternities, the alphas, the Qs, omegas, and all. I get it, bro. That's what you want to do. It's a little clique, a little crew. No problem, man. But at least be man enough to stand on your own and think for yourself. That's the only thing I'm saying. I know plenty of people. I got plenty of family members that are in those fraternities and sororities. Just be willing to at least speak your own mind. That's all I'm saying. You can be in it for whatever reason. Whether you're in the Illuminati or you just want to hang out with some motherfuckers that's cool and y'all niggas learn how to dance together. So it could be anywhere between the Illuminati or dance group. Fine. Just speak your own mind and have your own thoughts. That's the only thing I say. So whether you're in it for the dancing or if you're in it for the Illuminati, the boule, whatever, just be able to speak your mind. See what I mean? You saw her pat her weave. Boy, I know black bitches. Stop playing with me. If you a black bitch and you got weave, and not a black bitch on earth that has ever gotten a weave, not done this, not done that. Facts, nigga. Facts. I bet my life right now, not a black woman that has ever had a weave has never not done this or done that. It's in the manual. Once they read the instructions on how to put the fucking weave in or the sew in, it tells you. Please note, when you have slight discomfort or itchiness with wearing the apparatus for a long period of time, or if you are new and not used to wearing said apparatus, to do what is called the pat of the weave, or you can take your fingernail and use that to tap your weave in order to scratch. Scratching the weave back and forth could potentially damage or mess up the weave. So we teach the pat and the finger tap technique. Stop playing with me. Don't act like I don't know what the fuck I know. You saw her pat her weave? You're goddamn right I did. She doing it right now. Lily says, you are ignorant. What is it that I don't know, Lily, if you're saying I'm ignorant? Ignorant to what? Black elites and black leaders often seem to think the only way to connect with black people is by slumming it. Yep, sure do. They got to act like they the ghettoest, the hoodest motherfucker out. And I don't know why they feel the need to do that, but that's what makes other niggas feel good, I guess. That's why they do it. They are still lynching us today, dumbass. Please show me how many niggas been lynched in the past 6 months. If you saying they doing it today, then I know we got something that happened today. Can you tell me how many they've lynched in the past 6 months? Lily. Can you tell me? No. Who do you know that's been lynched? Somebody tell me. Show me the news. Show me the newsreel of the person that just got lynched, since so many are happening. And it's still happening to this day. I'm telling you, they told the line no matter what. And they will repeat the same shit. That's some shit she done heard Joy Reid say, or some shit she done heard Don Lemon say on CNN or MSNBC. And she's just repeating it right now for the sake of trying to make a point and having a disingenuous conversation. They're still lynching us today. That's what I said. I said both parties can be on BS, bro. I say tomatoes, you hear tomato. Look at how he spelled it. This motherfucker is stupid. Hey, look, man. I never said that. That's all I'm saying. I understand that's what you said, Tone. I'm trying to educate you, man, because all I'm saying to you, Tone, is that you're bringing up points and you're saying things that I've never said, and you're saying them to try to argue points that I never made. Why would someone do that? That's just like me saying, yeah, but Wolverine got on Annie Ante. What? Well, we all know this. We all know what Wolverine's skeleton is made of. Why would you say that in this conversation? I'm just saying. He indestructible, bro. Okay. But Wolverine, man, I'm just telling you, he got anti-antium skeleton, man. Just saying. Bro, we never said he didn't. We were never talking about skeletons. And we were never talking about anti-antium. Why would you make that statement? That's what you're doing. It's not about tomato or tomato. And this is why I say you're a dumbass. Because they make that reference to show that they're spelt the same and you can pronounce them different. You stupid motherfucker. This is why I can't fuck with you niggas. And if you hang around stupid niggas long enough, stupid will rub off on you. Stupid is like a fucking cold. It's like a virus. It's fucking contagious. You hang around it long enough, you're bound to catch it. Just saying. Y'all be careful of that. Be mindful of that. You be laughing at that stupid motherfucker, and before you know it, you hanging around him every day, you'll be sounding like that stupid motherfucker. It lowers your intelligence. Don't be around it. Avoid it. Talk about it afar like I'm doing right now. I heard a few days ago that Cardi B and Glorilla have the same granddaddy. Boy, you talking about fucking hilarious if that was true. He said, I swear, Brian, your show always have me laughing hard at these low IQ brain dead motherfuckers that be trying to say things they think, oh, wait. But you know why they do it, Trucker C? Because it ain't many niggas like me that will say, no, that's not right. Most people will let that shit slide. And I don't let shit slide. Nope. I will decode the shit, but I'm not gonna let it slide. That's the problem. Niggas hear shit just like when I used to, man, I'm gonna tell you that shit used to be so fucking funny. When Tommy used to correct motherfuckers when they would say moot point, but niggas would say mute. It's a mute point. It's a mute point, bro. Trying to say, fuck. He'd be like, it's not mute. He argued with a motherfucker one day that didn't catch it. Like people will say it's a mute point. It's not mute, it's moot. And Tommy said, hey, he said, you mean moot point? That nigga was like, no. I said mute point. He said, yes, I know. I mean, really being respectful. He's like, yes, I know, but it's moot point. Yeah, I know. I said mute point. He said, no, you missing what I'm saying. You're saying mute like the remote on a television. Yeah, nigga, I know. He's like, it's not mute, you stupid motherfucker. It's moot, M-O-O-T. Nigga froze, didn't understand it, didn't even know the concept. So used to saying shit he done heard other niggas say, he didn't even know what the fuck it meant or how the fuck to pronounce it. And he was like fucking shocked that Tommy not only stopped him and corrected him several times, but then broke it down to him to where he couldn't dispute it. That shit is wild as fuck, bro. And they was like, that shit was, it was funny, but it was fucked up at the same time. And it's like, if you don't stop niggas, these niggas won't stop, bro. They won't learn. They won't progress. They won't get better. You have to stop. If you notice, since I've been on this nigga's tone ass, them long paragraphs he was writing are now one-liners, ain't they? Why? Because he's watching what the fuck he say. Because he know I'm on his ass. I ain't gonna just let him say some stupid shit and not call it out. Oh, hell no, them niggas won't call in, bro. Them niggas won't call in at all. He said, I got dumb, naive, black cousins like you. And he's laughing. All right, bro. Grew up more concerned with his proximity to whiteness and power than worried about understanding reality. Brother, understanding reality is understanding your proximity to whiteness and power. You dummies, I'm telling you, man. That's some shit that nigga heard on MSNBC somewhere. They always want you to run and fight their battles, catch bullets while cooling with massa under the AC. I don't understand that one, but any person not worried about repercussions is called irresponsible and reckless. Yes. Shit is crazy, bro. Oh my God, who is this dummy? Hey man, I don't know, but the shit is what it is. And that's why I want people to understand that how important it is to be able to articulate yourself. And when you are going to argue a point, understand what you're arguing and understand how to argue it. Don't just be upset at what somebody's saying, and don't just be in a position to where you disagree with what somebody says and you can't articulate why without saying something disparaging, without calling them a name, without using the clockets and the fucking period pools and I said what I said. Without doing that, be able to articulate yourself. You see? And here's what he gets stupid. I don't concern myself with online grammar. Y'all see this thing? This that shit. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's that shit. Do y'all see this motherfucker? First of all, it's grammar. MAR. Second of all, there's no such thing as online grammar versus what? Offline grammar? You ain't think about it. It's not that serious. If you understand reality, you understand that typos occur. Articulation has never eluding me. I rest my case. Y'all see it. See the eyes? Roll them. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Yes. They love to troll. And you know what? It's like you've been calling Crockett out her name. The second somebody says something about you, they're the ghetto one. Fuck out of here. You a bitch online. What does that mean? I was never offended, bro, that you called me a bitch. Why would I be offended about that? You don't know me and I don't know you. You chose to use that word. I don't care about that. I'm not offended because I know that's not real life. This is the internet. And if Jasmine Crockett is acting like a black ratchet bitch, yes, I'm going to call her that. You ain't never heard me call her Michelle Obama no bitch. This bitch, Michelle Obama. You never heard me saying that because she don't carry herself like that. She don't. But the day she does, I'll be right there to be like, man, y'all see what the fuck this black bitch Michelle Obama gonna say? If she says some shit that black bitches say, I'm gonna say it. But she hasn't. I don't have a need to. Jasmine Crockett, the shit that she says and how she talks to motherfuckers, fuck you mean? She called another white bitch a white bad built body bitch. I can't call her a black bitch. Are you serious? She ain't offended. Neither am I. Why are you spelling bitch with a Y though, niggas? I don't know. Nobody has their own mind these days. That's why everybody's driving Jeep Wranglers, right? They use that rat tail comb, be digging and scratching too. You right, bro. Yep. I stand on my square. My name, Amarn Quarles from Boston, Massachusetts. Pop out. Nobody afraid of nobody. Having a picture means nothing about your character or abilities. This shit. This motherfucker said, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Pop out, nigga. I told y'all. That's some shit he done heard well. Pop out? All right, bro. All right, dog. I'm just saying, man. Thank you. That's what I need to be saying. Thank you, Tone. Even or Armand. Our mom. Armand. What's that movie? Armand from the Birdcage. No, Armand. I'm going to the cemetery, Armand, because you don't care about me, and that's where I'm going to die since no one cares. I'm going to take my golden toothbrush and I'm going to go die in the cemetery. So goodbye, Armand. Hey, man, look, I'm just saying. You don't even know if she has a weave, ratchet, self-hating bitch boy. Armand, don't. She does wear weave, man. You can look and you can see it. She does. So why even make that a point though? But she does. So there's a fact for you. She does wear weave. She does wear lace front wigs and all that shit. She does do it. She did ask you. She did. That's what she did do. And did. Period, poo. Maybe you'll understand me that way. I did. I was in the same room with Jasmine Crockett. I seen her in real life. Clock it. Think about how many of these black organizations have turned against the very supporters who helped build them up. Bill, Dion, Stephen A. being examples. Yes. The minute Bill Cosby told these motherfuckers, hey man, y'all pull y'all pants up, stop doing this stupid shit. Motherfuckers lost their mind. When Monique said bitches stop wearing bonnets and shit outside, niggas lost their mind. Deion Sanders left Jackson State, niggas lost their mind. Stephen A say, hey sis, why don't you stop with the ghetto shit? Cause you ain't really about that and do it a little different. Have some class and decorum. Niggas get mad at that. They can't be corrected. They can't be checked. They don't want no accountability and no responsibility. And if you are about that, they got a problem with you instantly. Sound just like Jesse Lee Peterson. Now that's a fucking insult. Jesse Lee Peterson, he sound like that, and he got that real country dialect, and he be like, see, the problem is y'all don't like your mama. And the fact that your mama, you're still mad at your mama, and you're in a fallen state. So until you can forgive your mama, you can't get out the fallen state. See, that's what that is. You're mad at your mama. I ain't been mad at my mama for years, so that's why I'm not in a fallen state. That's how Jesse Lee Peterson talk, and I do not sound like that, nigga. How dare you fucking insult me, you motherfucker, Armand? Oh my God, don't you do that to me now. I ain't deserve that shit. I don't know why y'all want to leave Massa house. He feed us Monday, beat us Tuesday, or was that Wednesday? That's that Damon Wayans boy on The Living Color. I know what that is. He was like, not lead master. He was like, I don't know why y'all want to run away from master. He clothed us on Monday. Then he beat us on Tuesday. And then he feed us on Wednesday. Or was that Thursday? That's what he said, nigga. Don't play with me. I fucks with these movies and these TV shows. But either way, I'm just saying. Tone, you lying dog. You know more black on black than white on black or black on white. I'm just saying. Wolverine got advanced healing too. I'm just saying though, right? He don't understand how wild he fucking sound, bro. Like, this shit is crazy, my boy. Like, you need to just stop, nigga. But he can't. He can't help it because it's the inner black bitch within him that keeps it going. It keeps the people going. That's all I'm saying. That was never what I did. I don't know what that is. Keep the biz going, pay why people keep stealing from it. Yep, that's true. Tomato. All right. Hold on, wait. Let me see. You got something else. Stupid is your mentality. You don't even understand what the conversation was about, and you hosted it. Ha ha ha. Keith Henning told me that one. Man, stop playing with me. Just stop it. It is what it is. Brother, in the future, I hope you do a call-in show about black organizations from black people, from black employee resource groups, and the D9 to black professional organizations. I have stories for days. Hey, we can do that, man. We can set something up, and I can do that. That ain't no problem. I've talked about it several times because I've talked about the HBCU shit when they were stealing that money. I talked about the NAACP, how they don't do shit, but they steady begging for money every year. I talked about how just the black bourgeoisie or the black boule, whatever y'all want to call it, the upper class educated blacks, how they're the ones running these organizations, and these organizations literally do nothing. They get payments and get donations from other entities and other groups, and they toe the Democratic line. That's all they do. That's literally just all they do. But it's like when you try to tell people that and what's really going on, it's not the thing of people like knowing it. It's about them asking questions. What is the NAACP doing right now for niggas? Not what it started out as. It's the same thing with Black Lives Matter. Fucking Ponzi scheme. They took millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. They took that money and did what? The bitch went and bought shit for her ex. Not for her ex. The bitch gave money to her boyfriend. The bitch bought a bunch of properties. She went on a lot of extravagant vacations, and she went to go live around the white folks who she actually was saying that Black lives didn't matter to. And niggas said nothing. And not to say that we should have known that. I ain't saying that. I got insight and I get it, but everybody don't. But when you niggas found out, y'all niggas should have lost y'all mind. And you didn't. You know why? Because y'all like being fucking hoodwinked. You like being led astray. You like being bamboozled. You completely misunderstood my responses and responded from a completely misunderstood perspective, making me sound like I am the crazy one. Tone, Armand, you are the crazy one. I know it's hard to grasp, but you are the crazy one, Tone. Just saying. All right, let's see. It's one of those things they ask for real. This how you shut down a fool by hitting them with corrections. Yes. And you saw it, y'all all saw it, bro. That's all I'm saying. Now he's trying to go back and say, I graduated from Art Institute NE. I guess that's New England. I articulate myself just fine. No, you didn't, Tone. Don't try to say that now. You said you didn't care about that. Now you're saying you do and you did. You see? You see? Y'all see how I got him caring about it now? You should have came in the room like that, Tone. Yes, that's your problem. Bitch boy, Ruckus, Tatum, Oreo, pussy. I'm just saying. Like I said, typos occur, man. Typos occur, Tatum. Bitch boy, Ruckus, pussy. I don't know, man. He said, I was standing up for my sister. Oh, Dabo Jack. Ain't we looking? We got them. Boom, boo, 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 boo. Good times. Amen. Okay, Tone. I don't understand what that means. However, Tone, if you would like to have a discussion with me so that you could get a do-over and actually re-articulate yourself and purport yourself properly on the internet that you don't care about because typos do occur. If you would like to do that, I will give you the link, sir, and allow you to come up and to restate your case and actually explain what you meant. That's all I'm saying. If you want to discuss the Boston, Massachusetts pop out, I've never heard of that place either. It's right next to the fucking the goddamn Patriot Stadium. It's called the Pop Out. You've heard it. I'm just saying. If that's what you would like to do, you can let me know. And I will allow you to restate your whole case. I will give you a do-over. Am I not kind? Embrace me as your king and your God. I did it with the Xerxes. I'm just saying, if that's what you would like to do, I will allow that to take place on my platform. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if you would like to do that, then hey, Armand, Tone, I will let you. You sound like you want to thank Master right now. I don't know, man. Going to have another free call. I think he's saving himself for Puffy or getting ready for Puffy. Just saying. Yes, sir. For sure, bro. But yes, just let me know. I'm going to try to wrap it up in the next 15, 20 minutes or so. I did want to play one other part for, I think it was in the Stephen A interview. Matter of fact, let me stop fucking around and go down to the bottom. Just to see if in case I missed it. There we go. Yeah, that's the last one. Big difference. He said, if anything, the typo would have corrected it. Tell me if you. Tone needs a hug and a role model. Yes. And he need to go back to the Art Institute and put that paintbrush down and pick that English book up. That's what he need to go do. But
it's very telling how so much discussion has been solely about NABJ giving the award to Stephen A., but ignoring the FCC chair, who has literally told companies, I will not approve any of your mergers or acquisitions for the companies that have oversight with the FCC if you don't get rid of DEI. They right now, the FCC is threatening to pull the licenses of Disney-owned TV stations because they don't like their coverage.
So the very companies that he's talking about that don't like DEI and the government is not supporting DEI anymore, they're mad about it. I get it. Not a fan of DEI myself. But that being said, wouldn't it make sense to make your argument and your presentation of your award more so focused on something you actually disagree with, as opposed to being mad because a black man said something about a black woman? And that's just like the most cardinal sin that you just should never do, no matter what. Because that's essentially what these motherfuckers are saying. That's what all these niggas are saying. The simp ass niggas that want to fuck them, and the simp and the alphabet crew that want to support them and keep the shit going, and the white motherfuckers that want them to keep running amok and being stupid. That's what they all say. The same exact shit. It's wrong. I don't give a fuck about any of. See, I don't give a fuck about any, if that. I am not worried about what you or your chat thinks. This was just a disingenuous exchange, but respect to the stream. See, after all of that, I still made you respect the stream. Very good. Now you can go ahead and just leave, or you can just sit quietly and watch the rest of the show. All right. Now, I want to show this one part that Stephen A. said, which I thought was like spot on. And that's why I want to make sure that I put that up, because I thought that what he said made a lot of sense. But let me see. There we go. I think this is it.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stephen A. I'm on vacation. I've been out of the mix the last few days because I'm busy about to send my daughter.
Yep, he talked about that. Is this it? Man, I love when they do this. His history, yeah, this is what I want to talk about right here. Yep. Yeah.
That brought a nationally televised show to a journalism conference, which is the NABJ, the last 2 years.
Yep. This was my part right here. Is why
Saturday
I was saying
night.
what I was saying.
Or Friday night, whichever night it was. I believe it was Saturday night. It is BS. And I get a lot of people want to pile on and they want to jump on it because you have your own individual feelings about me. I'm here to tell y'all are entitled to that.
Who would say English is undefeated.
Not the NABJ. You're not entitled to that. This is me we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
I am the same guy that brought a nationally televised show to a journalism conference, which is the NABJ, the last 2 years. Did you have anything to say about me then?
Exactly.
Did I get a thumbs down then?
Exactly.
First Take, a nationally televised show.
Yep.
Which has been #1 for 14 straight years.
Yep.
We came to the National Association for Black Journalists in Chicago and Cleveland, back-to-back years. Of course, I got to thank ESPN for that. They're the ones that signed off on that, specifically now former executive Dave Roberts. It doesn't happen without him. It doesn't happen without ESPN. But you know who else it doesn't happen without? Me.
Where are the motherfuckers that talking about that shit? Where the clock is at for that? Huh? Y'all didn't have shit to say about it then, right? Right.
Because if I'm not willing to show up, we ain't coming.
Yep.
But I was there. I was there not just to do the show. I also stood in the booth for over an hour doing the jobs fair. I also gave a speech. I also mentored and talked to, as I continue to do, young, aspiring Black journalists, and I have done that religiously for decades. I started my career at the Philadelphia Inquirer. I know it's the New York Daily News.
So you notice how they said all of the shit he did was helping young Black kids, boys and girls. Fuck the youth. He said something about Jasmine Crockett, so we on his ass. Clock it. Because he said something about Jasmine Crockett. Clock it. Thumbs down. Imminent. And you just saw what he did for that fucking group and the young people he supported. But no, fuck that.
A high school reporter. But thereafter, in 1994, I began my career at the Philadelphia Inquirer, courtesy of Sandra Long, a longtime executive for the Philadelphia Inquirer, synonymous with the NABJ, whom I first met at the jobs fair of the NABJ. My career started because I was at the NABJ job fair. And yet, Saturday night, I saw the president of the organization, Erin Haynes, go up on stage and give me a thumbs down award for disparaging Black women.
Women. There it is. There it is right there.
To my day.
They said he was disparaging Black women because he said something about how they fucking act. Now, mind you, this the same fucking group that gives out awards to entities and to men based on what? How they act. He talked about not what she did, but just simply the way she did it. And somebody who has supported them, blew them up, brought a gang of eyes and a bunch of attention to their organization 2 years in a row. They said, fuck all that, because he can't say nothing about no Black woman. That's exactly what this shit is about. And everybody's fine with it. Instead of saying, wait, hold on. So all of these kids that he didn't help, all of these young aspiring journalists he didn't help, he bringing his platform to be on y'all shit and in y'all space to blow y'all shit up. Fuck all that. He said something about a Black woman and how she acted, and now y'all on his ass. This why you don't fuck with him. This why you don't fuck with nigga organizations. This why if you ain't doing business with a motherfucker straight up, don't be fucking around with these organizations, because all of these fucking nigga organizations are bought and fucking paid for. Plain and simple. All these pro-Black ass organizations that done been around for the past 30 years or plus, they all bought and paid for. Plain and simple. They either towing that Democratic line or they motherfucking waist deep in the motherfucking government. One or the other. Either way, they fucking with the alphabet crew and they not fucking with you.
That might be the lowest. I'll address that in a second, but I want you all to understand the magnitude of what a few board members for the NABJ elected to try and do to me.
A few board members got to decide all this shit. Not the board voted and the board was in the unanimous decision. It was 8-9 or 9-1. No, a few motherfucking board members, basically a few alphabet motherfuckers and Black bitches got together and decided they was gonna clock it, and then they did. And that was it. That's all that shit means.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that in the history of the NABJ, according to my research, only 4 individuals have ever received the Thumbs Down Award? Usually, it's reserved for organizations. But myself,
Yep.
Along with founder, owner, and president and CEO of Circle City Broadcasting, Mr. DeJuan McCoy, received it this past weekend. But also Jason Blair, the disgraced New York Times reporter. That is the category that I have now been lumped into.
So you heard it. Out of 44 of them, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I didn't count them. Out of 44, I said it was less than 10, but he just verified it. Out of 44 years of the award being given, because they didn't skip the few, out of 44 years, 4 were actual people. And those 4 people were all 4 men. And it looked like 2 or 3 of them were black. Pat Buchanan is white. I know that for damn sure. I don't know where that's at. Yeah, because Pat Buchanan should be up there because they was like the first one to get it. Oh, these are the black people. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Stephen A. Okay, yeah, you're right then. 4 niggas then got this award, and he one of the 4. Huh? And look at what they got it for. Censoring the student-run campus newspaper. That's journalist shit. I get it, bro. Widespread fabrication and plagiarism. That's journalist shit. I get it, bro. Concerns surrounding workplace equity, newsroom culture, and professional accountability. Stop playing with me. Concerns? What the fuck does that mean? Concerns? Disparaging commentary towards prominent black women. I'm sorry, but your girl Jasmine Crockett ain't prominent. She's not prominent. But what the fuck ever. You see what it went through from 23 years, a 23-year difference. This is actually proven, documented journalistic issues, which I would not even want to or attempt to dispute because it's a journalist organization. I think they would not take kindly to people that are going against good, honest journalism, black, white, or indifferent. So censoring a newspaper, yeah, that's journalist shit there. Widespread fabrication and plagiarism, definitely journalism shit there. Concerns and disparaging comments, what the fuck that got to do with journalism? We ain't on that no more. You just can't talk about no black women. And out of 44 years, we ain't never have given it to a black woman, and we never will give it to a black woman because black women are magic. That's what you're dealing with.
So Jason Blair, the disgraced New York Times reporter. That is the category that I have now been lumped into.
Crazy.
I've been in this business for 33 years. I'm one of 21 African Americans in this country's history to have ever been named a general sports columnist.
Mm-hmm.
I have climbed the charts from an intern to a high school reporter, all the way to a columnist. I've hosted national radio shows, as I do right now on Sirius XM. I'm the executive producer and the star of the #1 sports morning show for the last 14 years.
Now,
and I'm 5 weeks away from being inducted into the Broadcast and Cable Hall of Fame.
Come on, man.
I've heard people bringing up Jasmine Crockett. She was a representative in Texas, representing 766,000 people. Did I sit up there demonstratively asking, why would you curse out the president?
You see that right there? That's weave, my boy. That's a nice front wig. She pats and she taps.
President of the United States with the cameras rolling. How is that going to help you? Yes, I did. Why did I do that? Not only because she's in Texas, and I know they're a little bit different in Texas, a bit more conservative. And I didn't think that would work with her constituency down there. We also saw the issue of redistricting coming up to the forefront.
Yep.
And I said, You have an opportunity to be the Democratic nominee for the United States Senate, representing 31 million.
Yep.
31 million folks. And you getting that seat. Why? Because your education.
Yep.
Because of the fact that you're licensed to practice law in Texas and Arkansas and federally.
Oh,
it would have been a
shout out for the
great
super
thing.
chat.
I'm like, yo, weave your way through it. Don't let this guy Tellerico win. Was I wrong?
Also, Stephen respected Roland enough not to mention everything about, man, bro. I didn't even think about that. Great point. Because Stephen A show as fuck could have went in with all of the fuck shit Roland got going on. He could have went in on his ass, but he didn't. He let the nigga breathe. Gonna let the nigga breathe, P. He let the nigga breathe. That's all I'm saying, bro. And it's like, that's why I said to Stephen, man, I get it, bro. You being a class act, you ain't gonna denigrate yourself and get down in the bullshit with them. I will, but you ain't got to, and you shouldn't, bro. You really shouldn't. But I'm just saying to you, this, I know how this it's a thing the way you gotta have thick skin just being out there and being a celebrity and all that shit. But I know that this one hit a little different. I do. I just know it because he done did too much for these motherfuckers.
But here's the bigger question. Forget that. I apologize for even asking that question. Here's the bigger question. How is that disparaging? How?
How?
Oh, Stephen A goes after Michelle Obama. She's the one that compared First Take to a reality show.
Yep. She did.
And I use that as an opportunity to say that this marvelous, wonderful woman, who's the greatest first lady in American history, who I have raised and praised and praised and praised time and time and time again.
Look at how he talked about her. And she turned around and called this nigga #1 14 years in a row show a fucking reality show. This is how these women act. And ain't nobody saying shit about it. That shit is out of line. And then you can't say nothing back to them. So y'all can talk that shit, pop out when you want to, pop off at the mouth when you want to. But the minute we say, look here, bitch, now we the bad guy. Ruckus, bitch boy, Oreo, pussy, Tatum. Come on, man. Y'all niggas, we got to do better.
To the point where I said she should run for the presidency because there's no way she'd lose. All I did was say, I don't like the fact that you said a vote for him, as in Donald Trump, would be a vote against us as women. All I said was there's a whole bunch of pro-lifers out there. There's a whole bunch of people that care about the economy or immigration or safety in the streets. They might not.
And that's the thing these Democrats want to be. And that's how I don't understand how niggas that I know that are Christians, niggas that I know that are fucking supposedly, conservatives. I don't know how y'all rolling with these motherfuckers. I don't know. Their whole idea about abortion, their ideas about gender, how all of this shit that black folks have notoriously not supported. Y'all just forget that shit and just be like, it's okay. I mean, I don't like that part, but But what about this part over here that you don't like? Man, it's just they racist. How? Man, they just is. Oh, okay. Ruckus. Hey, I just asked the question. Oreo. I just asked the question. Bitch boy. But can you just tell me how? Pussy. You Tatum. All right, bro. Have a good night. It's like it's nothing you can say.
Not even be thinking about this issue. And I also reminded folks, black men revere black women. Which one is it? We're going to sit up there and talk about how we've got women raising us and how much we deify and love and adore these black women. But then all of a sudden we're going to sit up there and act like we're disparaging them? How? How? Kamala Harris. I didn't say this, and I'm still not going to violate trust. But everybody wants to bring up the fact that I sat up there and I pointed out how she didn't even make it to Iowa in 2020, which is fact. and that Democratic primary was bypassed in order to facilitate her being a Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States of America. And then you have it in the palm of your hands and in support of millions upon millions of people. And you go on The View and Sonny Houston asked you a softball question, which Sonny Houston acknowledged for The View, threw it right up there for you to smack it out of the park. And you passed by saying, I can't think of anything I would do differently, when it was clearly a border crisis. Last time I checked, NABJ, that ain't journalism. That ain't talking facts.
Man.
Why would I bring that up? Because I've heard nothing acknowledging those kind of things that I've said. You know what else I didn't hear? I didn't hear that Kamala Harris called me and asked to meet with me privately. And we sat down for 2 hours. See, I'm telling you that because we met after I said those things. Last time I checked, that's a form of journalism. The board, however.
Now, here's my thing, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. That's my biggest problem with all of this. For somebody who is clearly supporting you and supporting your organization by even lending you the spotlight of his. Regardless of what I'm quite sure the strings, the connections, the calls, the moves that he's made for all of those involved behind the scenes that are connected with that organization. The fact that he's lended his platform to it is what to me should have garnered, if there was any discrepancies, disagreements, disparaging remarks that y'all heard or didn't like, it should have all been resolved with a phone call, conversation, sit down, meeting, tete-a-tete, parlay, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Somebody who's doing what they've done for your organization, that is your skin color, supposedly. Y'all all about us. It takes us in a village. Black folk. Excuse me. Why wouldn't we have the expectation to where they should have met with him? Because when he came the year before with his money and with his platform, y'all didn't have a problem then. When he came the year before that with his money and his connections and his big ass network and ESPN, First Take, and fucking Disney, y'all didn't have a problem then. He say something about black woman. Now he's the worst motherfucker scum of the earth. Now look at this shit, and then I'm gonna wrap it up.
Clearly engaging in personal attacks does not deserve such credit. What you did to me is beneath the organization.
Yep.
Where are your facts? You want to bring up Serena Williams? I apologize for that. I'm on national television. I'm flippant with it, joking around with the other fellas. And I basically was saying it really wasn't about her. It really was about her husband. No disrespect, because I was simply pointing out no man wants to see his woman exerting that kind of energy, meaning being on center stage on Super Bowl Sunday for an ex.
For her ex nigga. Ain't no way, nigga. I wish my wife would want to go crip walk for her ex nigga at the Super Bowl, at the Cotton Bowl, at the Rose Bowl, by a toilet bowl, at the Tidy Bowl, at the Cinnabon. I don't give a fuck. My wife ain't going to do shit for an ex. Let alone crip walk on a fucking world stage. No way. He was all within his right to have that opinion and to say what he said about her. Because that was some fuck shit Serena Williams did. But she got a cuck ass husband who let her do it. Still don't make it right. That's all I'm saying. Niggas shouldn't have to apologize for that shit. Because I tell you what, if a motherfucking black dude would have went and crip walked for a white woman at the Super Bowl, I bet you niggas that are black women that have their motherfucking arms in a tether and they're nuts in an uproar about it. Yep, I said it. If there was a black dude who was going to shake his ass with some gray sweatpants on and let his dick flop around for a white woman who was singing or rapping at the Super Bowl, black women, and that's his ex, black women nuts would be in an uproar over it. There is no signature dance of the crew that ended your sister's life that's honorable to go and do. They ain't even connect that. It's a fucking crip walk, nigga. Oh, if the GDs killed my best friend, if the GDs killed my sister, if the GDs killed my brother, the last thing y'all gonna catch me doing is the folks dance, and you ain't gonna catch me at the folks picnic. I'm just saying, ain't happening. I'm not doing it. This is my problem with niggas. They will do anything, no matter how fucked up it is, without thinking about it, no matter what their station is, no matter what their celebrity status is. They don't give a fuck. If it makes them feel good and it gives them attention, they with it. Kill a baby, fine. Fuck a baby, great. They don't care. Embarrass my man, sure. Purport myself like a whore on television, abso-fucking-lutely. And you better not say nothing about it, because if you do, coon, ruckus, bitch boy, pussy, Tatum is what you are. That's what we do. That's the story of us today. That's what the culture is. And staying on code, meaning I can't talk about that. No matter how fucked up it is. It's the same thing as if a bunch of white folks was coming out on the internet talking about how all of these white teachers, these white females that are being exposed and being caught fucking these school kids, these young teenagers in these schools, and they talking about motherfuckers being on code. It's the same thing, and you ain't seen it not once. It's a ton, and I mean a ton, hundreds, if not thousands of these videos of these women that are school teachers, white women that are school teachers that are sleeping with these teenage boys, having full-on relationships with these kids, texting them, sexting them, talking about leaving their husbands. These women are married with children and all, fucking these teenage boys. And I ain't seen not one white person come out like, y'all need to leave these queens alone. Y'all need to stop talking. Y'all need to stay on code and stop disparaging our white educating queens. Not one. They don't say anything because they know it's fucking wrong. And there's no way possible that they can justify it and have a leg to stand on in trying to do it.
That's all I was trying to say. But I realized my presentation could have been better. I apologize.
It could have been better, but it don't have to be, Stephen A. Because just like Jasmine Crockett can get her ass up on the fucking national stage and talk to her fucking peers in front of Congress and call a white woman a bad built body dyke bitch, you should be able to say, hey, you shouldn't be crip walking for your ex. While the same crip walk dance you doing is the same gang that killed your sister. Bit you out of pocket. With your skin lightening ass. Blonde, weave wearing, weave patting ass. You're a fucking multi-decker, fucking 100 million. You're damn near you hundreds of millions of dollars, and this what you gonna do, bitch? Dancing for Kendrick on the fucking at the fucking Super Bowl? Really? That's staying on code? You crip walking for the Crips that killed your sister while you dancing for your ex and you got a husband because that nigga Kendrick Show didn't want to fucking marry you, obviously. We can clearly see who left who and who still want who because he was able to get your ass. Bitch ain't known for crip walking. Bitch is a fucking tennis god. Fuck playing tennis on the Super Bowl. Nope, I'm gonna get up here and crip walk. I'm gonna see walk for these bitches. Boo boop 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 boop. Bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang. Not getting Dub C. Nah, I'm gonna get Serena, nigga. Just because I can, because he knew he could get the bitch. Bitch, come crip walk for me on the Super Bowl. I'll be there. It's gonna be lit. Insane. And the fact that he says something about it, he's wrong. Fuck out of here.
That before, I'll apologize for that now. What else?
Shouldn't have. And let me just wrap it up with this, because we right at 2:30. Stephen A., I'm going to tell you like I said in my show the other day. My brother, I understand what you're trying to do. And all I'm saying is, hey, man, that's your choice. This is America, Jack. Do what you want with your time, your energy, your resources, and your money. Do what you want to do with them, bro. It's your right. I ain't knocking that. All I would say, though, is it's going to be more where this came from. Unless you're gonna toe the line and get back in line, this is only the beginning, my boy. And I would just say this: you do have fuck you money, and you do have a platform where you can just do your thing and continue being number one 15, 16, 17 more years in a row. And all I'm gonna say to you, brother, is this. Man, go where you celebrate it and not where you tolerate it, my boy. If you can lend your power, your gravitas, your celebrity, your platform to a black entity and uplift them, and they will celebrate you and appreciate what you've done and what you're doing for them, I would say go there. Because I promise you, there's no amount of anything that you can give of your time. There's no amount of your energy and no amount of your resources that you can give where they will appreciate you the way that you should be appreciated. If you was doing that for my organization and for my platform, even if I did disagree with something that you did, I ain't gonna take it on no national stage. I'll have a conversation with you. And we can have that conversation behind closed doors, or we can have it on a podcast, whatever the case may be, because I would want to get understanding from someone who was willing to invest in me or my organization or my group, as opposed to talking shit about somebody because I don't like the way they make me feel. They out of line, out of pocket. It's extremely immature. It's definitely disparaging, and it's stupid and petty and childish. And until we stop rewarding these black women and these alphabet people that act like fucking children, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Because the way that you really feel about what they should have did and how they should have handled it is what they should have did. You were right. On both aspects, being able to say what the fuck you want to say, and for them to be able to handle it like an adult and come and talk to you as such, is an expectation we should have for all of us. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whoever. They should all have that expectation of each other. Because if you can't come and have a conversation with me, then what are we talking for anyway? If you don't respect me enough to at least speak to me with respect, then why am I even wasting my time or my energy or my resources on you or with you? That's why I said what I said. Clock it, period, pool, and all the other black colloquialisms that you want to put in there. Go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated, brother. Because I promise you, there's no amount of giving, understanding, pacifying, letting them have it, not saying nothing that you will ever give. There's no amount of grace you will ever give a fucking tyrant to where they will ever come around to appreciating you, bro. And the longer you stay, the more abuse you'll receive. The longer you donate and commit your time and your energy and resources, the more they'll take it, and they'll never be thankful for it. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Please leave your comments in the comment section. And like I said, man, I'm always willing to have a conversation, but this was my take. This is what it was coming from Brian's brain. See what I mean? You sound like an emotional female. This nigga's name is Eyes to Eye. Eyes to See 1984. Yeah, man, it was 2026. So see something else. But like I said, man, I like the fact that he did what he did and he stayed above the bullshit because he really is. At the end of the day, that platform, that show, and all of that he has and all that he has done, like he said, he about to be inducted into the fucking Radio Hall of Fame, bro. Man, don't fucking deal with them fucking peasants. Say what you want to say, though, dog. That's my biggest thing with you, because you've earned the right to. You've earned the right to. And you've been one of the main people in the forefront over these past couple of years, even with your podcast and everything, that is just at least willing to have a conversation. And I can't ask no more. Having a conversation, bro, means everything. Willing to have the conversation means everything. And until we get to a space to do that, I ain't gonna respect none of this fuck shit niggas do. I won't. Till we learn how to articulate ourselves and have actual conversations about things that we agree with, disagree with, or whatever. Yeah, 0 fucks given. Thank y'all. This has been Brian's Brain. Till next time, peace, and I'm out. I love you guys. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. See y'all next time.